And welcome everyone to a Scouts of Entertainment Reforged replay at Moria. Today's replay comes from yours truly. And before we get started, if you'd like to listen through other epic replays, then our links at the bottom of your screen and also in the description below. There's also a PayPal option, Subscribe Star, Patreon, and Stream as donation link in the description below if you'd like to support my work. But if those aren't options for you, then please remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, tick that bell for notifications, and leave your own thoughts about this battle in the comment section below. And with that, let's get in with the replay. So I'm commanding the realm of Mordor today. It's a 5v3, and we'll start with my army, of course, because who better to start with? We have some Orc Javelins, some Nazgul, some Uruk Captains, some Orc Javelins, I got 2 units of them, 2 units of the Blackguard of Barad-dûr, Troll Drummers, Olag High, some Sauron's Will, a couple of units total, some Temple Guard, 2 units of Minas Morgul Chosen, and 2 units of Moron Infantry. Now I've gone very light on the archers, and more infantry and javelin focused in this particular battle. And so I move on to my first ally, which is Agala Galudithon, commanding another Mordor army. We have some Uruk Captains here, mixed in with some Orc Fodder. We have some Orc Javelins, 3 units there. Olag High and Temple Executioners armoured up. Now I actually forgot to bring Orc Fodder, and that's my bad. We have 2 more units of Orc Fodder here, some Minas Morgul Chosen, some Adunium Shadowbows, Moron Infantry, Orc Maulers, Sauron's Will, couple of units I think. Blackguard of Barad-dûr, 2 units there. So Agala has the same idea as I do. Our third ally is the Steward O'Dale, commanding the Orcs in the Misty Mountains. We have 2 units of Cave Trolls, 1 unit of Snow Trolls, and 1 unit of Troll Drummers. We have some Heavy Goblin Spears, Goblin Archers, Mount Uruk Berserkers, some Mount Uruk Host, a couple of units of them here. I think a couple of units of the Black Uruks of the Mountains. More Heavy Goblin Spears, a couple more units there, some Goblin Infantry, some Snagger Skirmishers as well. Maybe, I don't know, I can't see the Black Bat Mountain Berserkers, but I'd be surprised if we didn't bring them. Maybe some Goblin Bodyguard too, we'll have to obviously search for them later. But that's all we can see there for him. I don't think he brought any Draped Broodlings. But moving on to our fourth ally. We have with the realm of Angmar, commanded by Ord O'Mallus. He's got some Angmar Halberds here, a couple of units. Some Snagger Stalkers, some Trolls of Gundabad and Trolls of Angmar. Some Guardians of Carandum armoured up, a couple of units there. Angmar Marauders, Witchrom Scourge Raiders armoured up. Blackwatch Legion armoured up, and Witchrom Hammerguard armoured up. We have also Witchrom Blackguard. I don't see any witches as of yet. Occasionally they're hidden in certain units, but I don't remember him bringing any. Moving on to our final ally. All the way down the valley we have Numenor, commanded by Gothmog. It was a recent addition to Reforged, but he's popping up a lot of places these days, so he's developing his skill pretty quickly. We have some Seafarers and Indamos, a few units here. Some Royal Legion of Armenelos, I think he brought 2 units of them. We have some Numenorian Cohort, a couple of units there, and some Numenorian Shield Guard as well. Some Pharazim Swordmasters I see there too. And maybe some Naru and Arrow Sentinels, maybe some Naru and Arrow Royal Guard. Maybe some Shadowbows as well, I can't see them in that blob there too hard. But moving on to the first of 3 defenders today. And you might have noticed it's only a 26,000 frame battle, so we don't mess around, I can tell you that. We've got Dwarves of Khazad-dûm, commanded by Farkin. And also a recent addition to Reforged, but also appearing in a few replays of late. He's got some Sons of the Fallen here, some Sentries of Khazad-dûm, some 4th Legion Shield Guard, 2 units there, 2 units of Sentries of Khazad-dûm total in this vicinity, along with some 2nd unit of Sons of Fallen. I keep thinking Sauron's Will when I say Sons of the Fallen today, I don't know why. It's got to slow it down, I think. We have 2 units of Khazad-dûm Reclaimers, some Guards of Khazad-dûm, some Mithril Guard, Legion Bodyguard, and 1st Legion Pikes. We've got some 2nd Legion Axe Guard, 3rd Legion Infantry, maybe 3 units of each. I'm seeing both units here 3 times across the board, so Khazad-dûm has really stacked his army in this massive hall, I think. Some 4th Legion Shield Guard at the back. We have his ally, Tangerine, commanding the realm of Lothlorien. We have March Wardens of the Wood, a couple of units. Some Watchers of the Golden Wood. Woodland Protectors, 2 units. We have Lauren Axemen, 2 units of Galadriel Blade Masters. These guys are not armoured up, it would seem. This is your basic model. Going up the ramp this way to see if there's any units here. I don't see anything. Moving to the Citadel, we have some Karis Cutadon Guardians. Balin's Tomb is abandoned. Poor Balin. We have some units down here though. Some Brunine River Wards, couple of units. Oh no, just the one. Some Norentina Warriors. Eldanwy Archers, 2 units here. We have Imladris commanded by Zalia. That's the final defender today. We have some Imladris Sentries over here. Some Eldanwy Swordmasters. Imladris Guardians not armoured up. Some First Legion. Oh no, Sentries of Khazad-dûm. Not bad. Camera's just behaving a little bit annoyingly. We have some more Imladris Guardians not armoured up. Eldanwy Spearmen. Blades of the Wood. Gwaithai Arthane. And the rest of the troops are over here. We have Archers of Rivendell. Godhelm Enuar. These guys here are not armoured up. So be careful with the bridge. We've got 3 units of Lorien Archers. Some Cyrdan Emoth Rangers. Matter of Sentries. Some more Eldanwy Spearmen. 2 units of Kindred of Celeborn. Lorien Swordmasters. And Lorien Spearmen. I think that's it here. Oh no, we have some more Lorien Spearmen. And that is it, guys. So I'll get this replay started. Enjoy. Now we'll do a small cut and come back once the gates are down and the assault begins. See you soon. Okay, so Agala has charged in his Orc Javelins already, and Tangerine has opened up on him. Got the Orc Fodder moving in to act as a meat shield. And a couple of Javelins got off there. That's a bit better. Both Arthane's shaken. Agala taking the Gwaithai Arthane to town here. He's getting a lot of nice kills on him. Okay, down to 93 there. Agala moving up a second unit of Lord Javelins. Remember, he had 3 of them to start with. Now, unfortunately, most of the Javelins are going into the side of the start of the hill here. I know what they were trying to do. Unfortunately, the angle just wasn't working out for his men. You can see a lot of Javelins just going in there. And now we had Zala. I think he left his troops on auto fire because we noticed he was shooting a lot at the Orc Fodder. And you can see the Godhelm wasting a lot of ammunition here into the side of the hill. Now we thought Tangerine might tell Zala to stop, but Zala wasn't stopping firing at the Orc Fodder. And this played a part in our strategy throughout this game, and you'll see how it evolves. I was telling Agala that a lot of his Javelins are going on the side of the hill here, and not many were actually hitting the enemy. Now, you see, Stewie and I have pretty much arrived behind Agala's army, and we're contemplating our next move. We're seeing that Zala's wasting a lot of ammunition. But we'll head over and see how our allies are doing. We have some Rishram Scourge Raiders throwing some axes there into the shield guard, getting a few kills. Gotta be careful at the top of that gate. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, oh, they've got some good hits there. They're a little bit out of range though. Okay, assault has died down a little bit. Now we've got Orc Javelins that are standing here. They still have their javelins out, but they're under fire. They're not firing back themselves. Now Aguilar should either fire them or get them out of there. He shouldn't leave them there. He's spreading them out into loose formation. They get Zala to waste all that ammunition just firing on him. Okay, now I was talking to my allies and I thought, hang on, we have an opportunity here to sort of charge the enemy with a few units. My idea was to use 3 units, Blackguard leading the charge to break through this formation, disrupt it, and obviously I got support directly behind my Blackguards. My idea was to punch through, disrupt the formations, and get my men to sort of just break through the L's and get across the bridge as fast as possible. So my Blackguard are pushing their way through. They're doing what they do best. I got some Orc Maulers in here as well. Some Sauron's Will to back them up. I sent my second unit behind them by mistake, and so that wasn't intentional. I got them out of there. Got my Troll Drummers to keep my units boosted. Aguilar's behind me. And when I did this, I was talking to my allies, and Stewie said, "I'm going all in," and we thought he was sort of kidding. But as you can see, he's really going all in. We're thinking, oh shit, we have to go in now. This wasn't intentional. I was sort of just launching a first wave. I was sort of probing the enemy, you know, launching a first wave of attack. If we let Zola use up all his ammunition, we kind of knew the way this was going to go. So I wanted to sort of mix it up a little bit. Tangerine, they had plenty of ammo to spare. So my troops have pushed down. We got javelins coming in. Trolls are going in as well. Now I've got 2 units of Moron infantry here, acting as a good meat shield for the rest of their forces. I hope that was the idea as well. We've got plenty of javelins coming through. I think is that my Olakai or is that? Yeah, that's my Olakai. I think it's my Olakai. Or is it Aguilar's? No, it's Aguilar's. So Shew's committed his Mountain Orc Berserkers as well. He's got his Blackguard too. I've got my unit of Orc Javelins firing now as well. Aguilar's pushing through with his Blackguard. Both his units. He's got his Megas Morg Chosen coming in as well. We're trying to get our troops across the bridge as fast as possible. Now, Aguilar and I are both using our Orc Javelins to just pelt the enemy on the bridge. Despite all this fight coming into us, we were impressed that our armies held. As you can see, we're still holding up. Despite all the blood spatter, despite all the arrows coming in, we're still pushing forward. Oh, we're taking losses like there's no tomorrow, but we're still gaining ground as well. I've brought up my Olakai to sort of help with the Great Arcane up here. I should slow it up just a little bit so I can check out the other side, because once this battle gets going, it doesn't stop. We just keep going. So we've got my Minas Morgul Chosen coming in now as well. As you can see, we're still pushing forwards. Aguilar's Blackguard is running out. I think I've got my unit coming in soon as well, momentarily. That's my Minas Morgul Chosen coming in. I think I've committed both my units. No, sorry, I committed 1 unit at this stage. Look at that. All that's coming in. We're trying to fire back, but mostly we're committing to the push. Okay. Now we see that Gothmog in order sort of committing a few troops here. You see, okay, got like these seafarers over here. Just got to get in the side of Moria. It's not that easy. We've got a lot of Barrow-wights here. Seafarers, I think, have used up all of their javelins. That's why they're in the fight. That's why they have their axes out. Khazad reclaimers firing in their axes, tearing up the Barrow-wights. It is 27 to 16 so far in favour of the defenders. Okay, my Olakai sort of wearing down the great they are thing with Stewie's Black Urks. They've just broken actually. I've got my Saren's Will moving up. Agla's got his Dunim Shadowbows moving in. Let's head briefly outside the city, see what units we have stationed here. Okay, this is Agala's. I've got some Minas Morgul Chosen, some Temple Guard. I've already sent in my second unit of Black Guard, it would seem. So we'll head back inside. Okay. Okay, that could be my first unit of Black Guard or my second, I'm not sure. Just trying, I don't think I see my second unit. Might have already used them. So at this point, we might have run out of Black Guard, but we are winning this fight. So we'll head back to normal speed. Now the Olak High. That's Agala's. He's down to 3. Most of that's Minas Morgul Chosen. We got some Elden Swordmasters, Elden Archers, couple units here lining up on the hill. Whoa, holy smokes, that's a lot of fire coming our way. Okay, I got my log high in the back here with the Lauren Spearmen. Again to the shot formations. I got my Orc Javelins, my second unit of Orc Javelins, I think, firing in. Probably should just slow it up a little bit. Snagger Skirmish is also firing in. Ooh, where is everything? Shadowbows are there. I'm trying to just find where all my Orc Javelins are. Those are Agalas. Maybe I haven't sent them in yet. We got Stewie Dow sending up some men to sort of halt the Elden Swordmasters in place so we don't get too bogged down or overwhelmed by the defenders. We want to spread ourselves out a little bit, to a degree. There's a lot of javelins coming through. Again, Agla's doing good work there. Our Saren's Will moving down. It's pretty much a full unit so far. Okay, so I've committed half my force so far. It's 41 to 35. See, that's a lot of javelins. I'm just trying to figure out where that fire is coming from. There's the Dunim Shadowbows. Ah, there's my second unit of Warp Javelins. So I'm wondering if I have committed my Black Guard yet. Maybe I just didn't see them. Okay, I've got Minas Morgul Chosen. I only got Temple Guard and Minas Morgul. I must have used them already. There's Agala's Temple Executioners. My Orc Javelins are lining up. I'm trying to target all the elves on the bridge. to help with our advance. We got goblin arrows coming over the heads of all the soldiers. So the fire continues to rain in, and we continue to charge against it. Stuart's sort of defending our left flank. Now I've got my orc javelins mixed in with his. Sort of help our progression across the bridge. Stuart's already up the hill. He's forced the enemy back somehow. Well, he got his troops past. Oh no, that's not his men. That's Zaliel's. Oh, that was a bit odd. The god Helm's out of ammunition. Oh no, it's not. Letting it fly. Trying to target the Bruno River Wars. Also moving my men in closer. Over to the other side. Okay, pretty much Numenor and Aemar have charged in. Ord and Gothmog trying to push hard here against the dwarves. They're gaining some ground, but their left flank is being hindered by the Sons of the Fallen, which is a great holding unit in any siege. There's not as many archers pouring into them as there is on our side though. Right now it's 57 to 51. Numenor's doing their best to try and get through all that. Now, we've had a general fall here, but it might be Gothmog. It could be Ords. I don't know which one's which in that blob. Now, let back over the other side. Okay, so I think we have the God Helm? Oh no, they're right here. We've got some javelin fire coming through there. Temple Guard I got firing in as well. I think it's some rangers that we're retreating. It is 60 to 55. Am I out of ammunition? Yes, I am. Temple Guard's firing in at some broken troops, I think. I halted their fire. Goblin King's bodyguard is there. Citadel Snugger Skirmish is firing in. God Helm's broken at 20. And we made it through. We punctured through. Now I'm taking my army up the ramp here. Aguilar's going to go across the bridge, take the main ramp to the Citadel. And I think Stewie's going to follow him. And that's the plan at this point. It is 62 to 57. So we're just trying to puncture through, get up this ramp here. Our allies though are still here. They haven't managed to gain any ground yet. we have Legion Bodyguard? We do. Legion Bodyguard for Khazad-dûm's in the mix. 63 to 58. The Hammer Guard in the background there. This is a really, really strong defense. Both sides pressing hard against the other for supremacy. You can see the dwarves inching forwards, pushing back the attackers a little bit. Got the Blackguard too in there, I think. Back over. Ago's got his javelins in place. We've got a full unit with Mere Small Chosen. Just sending them up the ramp here. Go back to normal speed. I've got my Ura captains too in there. Alright, we broke them, we're through. My Nazgul's also in the mix. I think I had my Nazgul on the front lines. I think the defenders have abandoned this hall to us. Sui has his Snarker Skirmishers up here. Got the Adrenal Shadowbows firing in, trying to get some damage here on the Ladder of Sentries. We got one Loren Swordmaster, one Loren Spearman coming in to disrupt the Snarker Skirmishers, stop them from firing. They're pretty bloodied up. And then we got the Syrian Month Rangers out of ammunition, under fire. They're firing. Yeah, they're firing. Now, where am I at? It was sort of a challenge to get my troops up here. But eventually I got them up the ramp. We've got Mara's Guardians from Zalia just stationed here. And so my plan was to get my Temple Guard in place here just to shoot them. Just get some my Orc Javelins in place to act as a buffer in case he charges me. Okay, one more volley off, I think. A small volley. My Nazgul in place, outflanking the Maris Guardians. Got Elden Enemy Archers trying to fire into me. I'm sending my Nazgul to try and stop them. It is 66 to 66. Although it hates fire, I gotta try and get through this. The Maris Guardian's down to 40. Temple Guard down to 42, so I lost 7 so far then. Temple, well, Mia's Mortal Chosen moving up. Alright, we'll see how my allies are going. So we've got some troops up here. Friendly fire hit there. Our allies have pushed through a little bit more. 68 to 69, so we've taken the lead by 1%. We've got Wooden Protectors. They have used their javelins. Another general that's fallen. Okay. So it looks like Stewie and Aguilar have begun their assault here. I have surmounted the ramp and am chasing the enemy. So I'm through making my way to Balin's tomb. We've got March Wardens of the Wood in here. We've got Kindred of Celebrawn, a couple of units, Elderly Archers, and Norentina Warriors, and Chaos Colan Guardians still up here.
The enemy is no longer in command of the castle.
71 to 72. So basically I'm trying to move my army quickly to assault. So there goes one of the Elvish generals, that's Zalia's general. We'll head back in to the Citadel, see how that battle's going. Goblin King bodyguard here, on the front lines. Municipal Chosen, I've just come around the bend there. Elden Archer was getting ready to fire, so I put my troops into shield wall formation as I move them forwards. I've got Kindred Celebrawn moving in. And my Orc Javelins. My Temple Guard did have ammunition, but I couldn't fire them. The enemy was just positioned where the enemy was, I just couldn't use them, so I just decided to throw them into battle at this point. It is 73 to 77. We got Watchers of the Wood and Kindred of Celebrawn about to be sent up towards me. Aguilar's trying to get his Saren's Will in there to outflank the enemy. Our allies are running out of men, it would seem. They're not going to be able to help us. Okay, the Steward of Dale just lost his general. Orcs and Mishman general is now gone. So we'll head back up there. All the Orcs and Mist Mountain troops are wavering. Chaos Colan Guardians are being outflanked. A lot of Stuart Adele's troops are now routing. It's not a good thing. It's 78 to 80. A lot of Stuart Adele's troops are winded. Some of most of those are Aguilar's. We've got Temple Executioners here. My army is doing alright, but not as good as I would have expected to against the Kindred of Celeborn and Watchers of the Golden Wood. My Eric captains down to 23. My troops are wavering. It is 83 to 84 so far. My Moral Infantry just broke on me. I'm trying to see the number. Eric captains are down to 1, so they dropped really quick. 16, 14. Yeah, well, they're still dropping fast. Municipal Chosen also struggling. 85 to 85. We've got Temple Executioners up here. At this point I ask, I think Aguilar to send his Temple Executioners to help me out. And there goes, I think that's my general. Yep, there goes my general. That's Aguilar's general right there. Comes some assistance from Aguilar. Yeah, my assault here has failed. And I regret not keeping my Temple Guard in reserve and not instead of throwing them into battle like I did. I thought I could easily overwhelm the Elvish position, and I was wrong. Fortunately, Aguilar arrived to help me out a little bit here. It's 87 to 87. Kindred of Celeborn unfortunately has me surrounded. And then my Municipal Chosen broke on me. Temple Guard's down to 1, and I've then got a couple of Nazgul left too in this fight. Temple Executioners holding their ground. The Karaskal Guardians are surrounded by Aguilar's men.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Stewie still has his cave troll drummers, boosting the morale of our troops. We got reinforcements arriving from Tangerine, some woodland protectors that we saw earlier. Goblin King's bodyguard broke. 89 to 89. Mount Nurikos from Stuart Adele broke. 90 to 89. Our allies are still fighting strong, but the Dwarves just aren't letting them through. No, there's a general there. Forward. Woodland protectors are out of javelins, as we said earlier. Aguilar's Temple Executioners are holding their own against the Watchers of the Gauntlet and Kindred of Celebrimbor. No, it would seem that Aguilar has run out of troops as well. And there goes Aguilar's general. 92 to 91. We've got some Second Legion Axe Guard up here too from Farkin. Now, I think it's fair to say the Temple Executioners were winning this fight.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
But now he's got Chaos and Guardians to worry about. Woodland Protectors being sent back down to deal with Angmar and Numenor. They're looking like they're almost ready to break through there. Couple of Executioners charging into the Chaos Cannon going, and Woodland Protectors, okay, so they sent the Woodland Protectors up here too. Unfortunately, Aguilar is being swamped here, and there's nothing he can do about it. Nah, he will fall there. 95 to 92.
Seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
So Lothlorien and Khazad-dûm trying to push against Angmar and Numenor. The elves are actually pushing them back a little bit.
The enemy is no longer in command of the castle.
96 to 92. Series cave troll drummers are broken, but they're still marching through the halls, batting away their drums. We thought that was odd. They're actually fighting. They're broken. They're fighting to the death. '97 to 92. We've got reinforcements coming in. I think we'll times 2 speed it. Now, I think the Woodland Protectors, the only reason they're having such great success here is because the troops they're fighting against have been fighting for a long time. And they've been damaged a bit as well. They've managed to wear down most of the Angmar troops, just down to the pretty much the Barrow-wights. A couple of which are on Hammerguards still alive. Pretty much we're all admitting defeat here. Ward is the last member of our alliance still standing. 98 to 93. There's pretty much no point in continuing, so it's time to admit we lost, unfortunately. So a couple of moments there, and firstly, maybe I think I bear some responsibility by not using my Temple Guard's ammunition. I should have tried to move my attack on the right flank of the enemy, and I could have put my Temple Guard on the other side, try and fire in to provide some arrow support. I think I should have done that. I did regret doing that. Second, I think I shouldn't maybe have asked Aguilar to send up his Temple Executioners. I think had he kept his Temple Executioners down there, I think maybe he could have overwhelmed the Chaos Calon Guardians much faster, and maybe actually destroyed all the defending troops inside the Citadel. And he could have turned, Stewie and him could have turned their army to face the reinforcements that would have finished me off, and they could have just hashed it out to see who would have won that. So I regret two things: not using my Temple Guard, and also requesting help from Temple Executioners. I think in hindsight I should have let Aguilar keep his Temple Executioners down there instead of asking for his help. I'm glad that he did help me, of course, but I think I should have left him to his own devices, because I think there was no saving my attack, and I maybe ended up hindering his own, so I do regret that. Ord and Gothmog, they just fought really hard. I'm not sure what they could have done differently there. The Dwarves just stacked up their defense along with the Lotharian troops, and eventually, unfortunately, Ord and Gothmog were just worn down by them at the end. They still got a lot of kills regardless of the attack that they were forced to face, but they did well. Full credit to Farkin on 1838 kills, Zalia on 1882, and Tangerine did the best on 3,693, mainly due to his Kindred of Celeborn, which would have got an insane amount of kills. I don't really regret what we did. The attack was going pretty well there. Unfortunately, we botched it at the end, but our original idea was working like a charm. We got through that massive wall of defensive troops and defensive arrow fire. So I was really pleased with the success of that attack. Aguilar got 887 kills, I got 852, Stuart Adele 591, Ord 815, and Gothmog got the most at 1001. Looking at the kill count, Aguilar's Nazgul got 102, Holo Kai 124, and those were the only real standout performers there. For my army, my Nazgul got 189, Orc Javelins 96 to 106. Aguilar's Orc Javelins got pelted by arrows at the start, so that's why he didn't get too many kills for one unit. Olag Kai 114, and the rest of my troops did poor to good, I think. That's fair to say. And that is it. So, hopefully you enjoyed that Siege of Moria. A little bit different than what you're used to, but still a very exciting match to play, and it was a great match. So well done to all, in particular the defenders for turning that around and getting a victory there at the end. This is Scats of Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye.